Hello, my friends, and welcome to the True. I'm Robert Wallace. This is the place where we ask, am I choosing the way of Jesus, or am I choosing my own way? We're digging into the Holy Spirit's breath today. This is part 2, when we have our passage from Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 1 through 14, and we looked at John chapter 3, chapter 3, verses 5 through 8 yesterday. The parallel between Ezekiel's prophecy and the words of Jesus can't be missed when we talk about the Holy Spirit. In the prophecy, God tells Ezekiel in verse 9, prophesy to the breath. This is what the sovereign Lord says. Come, breath from the four winds. When we look forward to what Jesus says in John chapter 3, verse 8, Jesus says this, the wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit. From the four winds, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. Mark the reality of the Holy Spirit's breath is everywhere and is crucial to spiritual life. I left you thinking about these two passages and to consider the power of the Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit's breath for spiritual life, and with the question, do I have the Holy Spirit's breath within me? Having the Holy Spirit's breath within me is crucial, and it can only be received through our faith in Jesus. Let's look at what Paul says in Ephesians chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. Paul writes, as for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins, in which you used to live when you followed the ways of this world and the ruler of the kingdom of the air, the Spirit who is now at work in those who are disobedient. All of us also lived among them at one time, gratifying the cravings of the flesh and following its desires and thoughts. Like the rest, we were by nature deserving of wrath. But because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ even when we were dead in our transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. Before Jesus, this body and soul were dead. Even though I was walking and talking and eating and living the life as I knew it, I was dead in my transgressions and sins, pursuing my human nature. Only by accepting my condition and believing in Jesus, that's when I received the breath of spiritual life from the Holy Spirit. Now, there's one more thing that we need to look at in the prophecy of Ezekiel that looks forward in time, and it is for us. In verse 13, then you, my people, will know that I am the Lord when I open your graves and bring you up from them. Now, God's talking about the resurrection. We know that our hope in Jesus is the resurrection when Jesus comes again. Jesus was resurrected after the third day and raised to life everlasting. He is the first fruits of the resurrection. And God says in Ezekiel, I will open your graves and bring you up from them. This is what we're hoping for. This is what we're looking forward to. What a glorious day that will be when Jesus I shall see. That's a line from a hymn, and most of you are going to start singing this song. Well, let me ask you the questions again from yesterday. These are important for us to answer since they are key to our understanding the Holy Spirit's friendship, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. Here are our questions. Do I understand the power of the Holy Spirit's breath? Do I know how the Holy Spirit's breath gives spiritual life? Do I have this Holy Spirit's breath within me? What is the Holy Spirit saying to me right now for today? Am I going to choose the way of Jesus that leads to a full life, or am I going to choose my own way? I'm praying for us as we carefully consider all three of these passages now, Ezekiel, John, and Ephesians. As we read these, let's invite the Holy Spirit to give us eyes to see and ears to hear God's truth from His Word. Let's have receptive hearts and minds to receive these truths, and then let's ask the Father for the same boldness, commitment, and courage of Jesus to do today what the Holy Spirit is leading us to do. I pray you'll have a wonderful day, my friends. Go in the peace of God. Blessings to you. Bye for now.